Hello and Servus from the Austrian National Tourist Office. Thank you very much for participating in this year's ATB Virtual. Unfortunately, we were not able to welcome you in recent months in Austria in person, but we have some very good news for you. On May the 19th, Austria's tourism and hotels will open up again, and we are very confident that international travel will be possible again.
And we wanted to give you a little taste of what it will be like to be back in Austria. We hope you enjoyed the Sachertorte cake that we sent you, and we also wanted to show how you could bake one at home yourselves. So we wish you happy baking and a successful ATB Virtual.
And see you soon in Austria.
Hello everyone, my name is Leyla Kazim and I'm a presenter on BBC Radio 4's The Food Programme and a food and travel content creator. And today I'm here with Chef Franz, who is the chef at the Austrian Embassy and a chef and co-owner of Austrian catering company Schmeckmobil. And today Franz is going to show us how to make a Sachertorte so that you can replicate this at home.
I'm going to show you a slightly simplified version of the Sachertorte, but I'm going to show you a simpler way of combining all the ingredients so you don't have too many dishes to do and you don't need a second mixer. So if you want to start on the butter and get that melted.
If you had to choose just one key thing that makes a really good Sachertorte, what key element would that be?
Real butter.
And that's a lot of eggs.
It's what provides it, we don't use any baking powder, so the eggs is what gives it the lift.
Oh, okay, so the egg whites, and that's why you're separating.
Exactly, the egg white gives it the lift.
With you.
And then the egg yolks make it nice and rich. Good. So as soon as the butter is fully melted, you can turn that one off.
Okay.
And then you add the chocolate inside. So with the egg whites, obviously if you've got a fancy kitchen machine, you literally just put it in and switch it on. While this is mixing, we can add now.
Oh, this looks so...
You can see all the chocolate is nicely melted.
Oh, it looks great.
So we're gonna add some flavoring, some vanilla.
Okay. And that's just vanilla extract.
That's just vanilla extract.
Yeah.
And we add the egg yolks in. Okay, so you can see my egg whites are starting getting fluffy, so we're gonna add the sugar now. So what we're gonna need to do is get this egg whites into this, add the flour, without losing all the air.
Okay.
So that's why I'm having quite a big bowl.
That is a big bowl.
Because it just makes it easier to mix without getting the mess everywhere.
With you.
Okay. And I also prepared a cake tin already. So I just have the cake tin, just floured and buttered and floured. Do you want to do the egg white test and put it on your head?
I mean, I trust in you enough.
I think we skip that one. It's a bit easier to mix. It's a bit easier to mix when it's actually not that solid. Okay. Because we're not making a meringue, we literally just want
then
it
how would someone know if it's done? With the stiff peaks like
exactly.
this? Okay.
That's it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to put it on my head, but yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to put the chocolate and the egg yolks first. Okay, and then we fold in, get all our egg whites. So if you get it too hard, you're going to struggle to fold it in nicely, and then you keep folding it for so long that everything collapses.
So technique for folding, tell me, Franz. Is it like a scoop?
Yeah, exactly.
And then
so just go nicely, exactly. That's the way, So you go nicely around the rim and then go underneath and then you just come out.
So you don't want to stir because then you're getting rid of the air.
Just literally you fold it in. And then if you've got a great assistant like I am, he will sift the flour for you while you're folding in.
Okay.
So you keep folding in that flour.
And if you don't have a great assistant?
You just do it in steps. So you always sift a bit on top, fold it in, sift a bit on top, fold it in.
With you. And I guess you need to keep folding until all the flour has been mixed in, So now it looks like a sort of
it's
like
nicely
a lovely
combined.
mousse.
It's very light.
Yeah, really good.
You can see how airy it is. Here we go. Let's get this into the tin.
I mean,
so
that was really
this
easy.
makes a good size cake. So like you've got 10 eggs and this gives you about 12 nice pieces.
Yeah. And you're so right, it was really quick.
So we're gonna put this in a preheated oven, 180 on fan assisted, 15 minutes. So it seals the top and then and that stops the air escaping.
Okay.
So and then the air that's trapped inside is what makes it nice and lift and nice and fluffy.
Okay. And then how will you know when the cake is done?
We will probe it. I just get a toothpick in the middle of the cake.
And if it comes out clean?
If it comes out clean, it's done.
I know the tips.
There we go.
Franz, it looks magnificent, but I feel like it is not yet finished.
There's something missing.
Okay, and what is happening next?
We need apricot jam on the inside and on the outside, and then we glaze it with chocolate. So what you're going to do, you take some jam. I
mean, that is more than some jam. That's a lot of jam.
It does need a lot of jam.
And does it have to be apricot?
It needs to be apricot.
Really? That's the traditional...
That's the traditional.
No strawberry, no raspberry, guys. I've got a feeling there's an exciting part happening now. Franz, what have you got for me?
Booze.
Okay. Right, booze.
The opinions are split. Use rum, Austrian rum, or schnapps.
And what is your opinion on the matter?
And we cook it with the rum. Don't be shy, because we're gonna boil it, so the alcohol comes out anyway, and it just you just get the caramelly rum flavor behind it. Okay, so we bring this to the boil. This is actually one of the cheats I'm gonna show you today.
Okay.
Because the original doesn't have any butter in the glaze. The original, you would boil sugar to a certain point, add the chocolate, temper that whole thing, glaze the cake, and then hope it comes out nice and shiny.
I see.
Obviously, if you're a professional pastry chef, it will come out nice and shiny.
But of course, that's quite a difficult thing
for home use, it's a bit too complicated. So we're just
this will give us
melt the butter down,
the shine.
Put the chocolate in there. It gives us the shine, and it actually comes out less sweet. And in the meantime, I'm gonna cut my cake in half. A trick to get it back exactly the same position you had it before, because obviously not everybody might be cutting it exactly.
Oh, that's so clever.
Top and bottom.
So when you then
lift it off,
put the top back on,
when you reassemble it again, you know it's going to be exactly in that position.
I feel like you've done this before, Franz.
Once or twice.
Okay, so you're just waiting until you start seeing the bubbles and then take off straight away, or do you want to cook it down a bit?
Cook it down a tiny bit because we've added so much alcohol inside. We want to make sure it evaporates a bit.
Okay.
So we put a good amount on the cake itself.
Look at that, and I suppose it all soaks through the nice sort of parts of the sponge.
Boiling it actually does help it soak in better as well.
Okay.
Okay, and then we just add it.
With this clever tip, excellent.
Pick on pick, anymore. And now we just glaze it. And then again, any leftovers, just put them back in a
so you've got the jam on the inside, and then you use the rest as a glaze on the outside.
And it seals the cake nicely, so it doesn't dry out, and it actually moistens the cake a bit. And we're gonna melt the butter down, and then add the chocolate.
Chocolate going into the melted butter.
Just keep slowly stirring it. There we go. So the chocolate is almost melted.
Oh yeah, look at that, glossy.
Go. And we're ready to glaze. I find it easier to just pour it in the middle, and then just go slightly around the rim.
That is a thing of beauty. Oh my goodness.
There we go. So we just let it run down the sides to make sure it's nicely covered.
Oh man. All I want to do is just dive into this now, but I'm guessing you need to wait.
You need to set. You need to let it set now.
Okay.
So the chocolate is.
And so
set.
how much time are we talking about, Franz? Do I have to wait?
On a nice cool space, it should be ready to go in an hour.
Okay,
but again,
it's
best the next day. But I don't think we're going to wait that long.
No, I don't think so. Let's be realistic.
You can see the sides are all nicely covered.
Yeah, that looks fantastic.
But it's not very even on the top.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do, just give it a few small knocks.
Oh my God, that is cool.
And now it's perfectly flat on the top as well.
That completely smoothed out at the top
and
with
all
those
the
few
excess
taps.
chocolate is gone.
Wow.
And that's ready to go. So I'm going to put this in a cool place now to let it set.
No. It is time for the bit we have all been very patiently waiting for. Franz's Sachertorte is ready to slice. What a beauty!
There you go. I get the diet size one.
That is so gorgeously, well, I mean, it looks great. Oh gosh.
Now, Austria classically served with some Schlag.
And Schlag is?
Whipped cream.
Okay.
Ready to have a try?
Yes, absolutely. Am I ready? Gosh, I've been waiting for this. Right. Oh, Oh, that's so good with the jam.
It's nice, isn't it?
Oh, that is fantastic. Excellent texture. I haven't had Sachertorte before, so this is the first time. And I love that texture. It's like a light, kind of between a sponge and a biscuit, and the jam in it is really a killer for me. Delicious.
And this cake really holds for like a week. Easily, and actually it gets better the second day.
Absolutely delicious, Franz. Thank you so much for taking us through how to make your version of a Sachertorte. I hope you all have a really good time giving this a go at home yourselves. I certainly am.
Yeah. Great Austrian bake-off.